Photography is often considered a stand-in for memory, but it is a poor one. The photograph is an archival medium, whereas memory is necessarily anti-archival. Even cherished memories will fade, like a poster left in a milk bar window. The sun is to the poster as time is to the memory, stripping it down to the vague gestures towards its original content. A memory must often be recalled, lest it wither and die, but to recall a memory is to alter it. Consider that no two people can hold identical memories, even of identical events. Objective reality dictates that each reality must always be interpreted through a subjective reality, beholden to each individual perspective. Events can be shared, memories cannot. When you recall a shared event with another, they will remember details that you had forgotten or never noticed in the first place. Once shared, these details will merge with your existing memories. Your brain will use the new information to contextualize the old. The conflation of multiple perspectives into one memory is both an act of construction and of creation. A memory may be informed by many perspectives, but can only ever be recalled by one, a square peg for a round hole. For an amalgam of separate memories to form, some cutting and shearing must always take place. As the multiple perspectives converge, some things are always lost or obscured, others added as it conflates. But this operation applies not only in conflating the memory of two or more individuals, but the individual recalling a memory at multiple points in time. You were not born knowing the taste of coffee, and you can likely recall some memories prior to first trying it. But no matter how hard you try, you can never reconsider those memories through the perspective in which they were originally formed. Only the perspective of the person you have since become. You do know the taste of coffee. It is impossible for you to perceive the world as someone who doesn't, even if that someone was at one point you. Memories change, memories fade. And in this way, you are always recalling the memories of someone else. Memories constantly change to fit the contextual reality of a given moment. Each act of remembrance is a game of telephone with the past self. Each whisper etches another layer to the concept. A tone scribed by 1,000 minds that all share the same style. There is an Ouroboros present in this line of thinking that must be considered. True it is that the individual shapes memory through perspective, but so too does memory shape the perspective of the individual. It is a constant and unending pull and push and pull. Memory takes as much as it gives. On this ship of Theseus, you are both boatwright and vessel, always changing and forever the same. It is from this tug of war that the image beside me emerged, a self-portrait. It is a mirror that reflects a spectre of my own memories, memories of dogma, memories of guilt, a future imagined through eyes of piety. This spectre is a child that wears my face and whispers in my ear, God abhors what you have become. Despite haunting, I do not hate or deride my spectre. In a string of dominoes, the 20th should not scorn the first, but the hand that toppled it. I do refuse to play this tug of war any longer. I will step outside the confines of my mind and act. I have made my spectre of memory tangible. In print, its visage is both doppelganger and utter stranger. I am in control, and I will reduce it to nothing. This is no act of destruction. This is just another layer of memory, another coat atop my palimpsest memoir. As the capillaries of ink once again flow freely and fill the canvas, I stand beside a self-portrait that paints itself. As it returns from the brink of erasure, I close my eyes, but I still see. I see the paintings on the underside of my eyelids. I stand in a gallery where creator, curator, viewer, and artist are one. And in this gallery I shout. My voice echoes through its halls of grey matter. A memory is a work of art. A memory is a work of art. A memory is a work of art. Thank you.